Good afternoon. 1st of April. My budget is no April Fool's joke. I have a lovely new budget binder, which I treated to myself too, using some leftover Christmas money, which I don't normally spend on myself. I normally put it towards the house, but I saw this on various sites and I love the Budget Mum, so I thought I'd treat myself, and it came super quickly. My budget is going to run from the 1st to the 7th of April. I did try to film yesterday, but it all went pear-shaped, so I didn't bother. I was going to show what I had left over, because I am obviously starting afresh in here. I did have £30 left over from my groceries and £15 left over from my fuel. So I put petrol in yesterday, and I have money, which I will explain when I get down to it shortly, of what I'm now going to be doing. A few things on my budget are changing from now on. I've been watching lots of your videos and getting different ideas. I'm still on a huge learning curve with what is working out best for me. Slowly getting there, but like everybody says, everybody's budget is individual to them. So without further ado, I don't know if you can see this properly. I've listed income. I got paid today £400 plus £56.48 went into the bank from Be My Eye and from Chip, so that will be going extra. I am going to be withdrawing some money from Plum later on today, so I haven't put the figure in there yet, which will be going towards an extra payment on the credit cards. Plum is like a virtual bank, and it's linked to my bank account, and it does the Save the Change. I have a savings challenge on there, and it has algorithms which I do not understand, which works out how much I can afford to save each week without really noticing it. And it obviously works, because on average, with the Save the Change and then putting the money aside, it works out about £40 a week. And all that money I then pay extra towards the credit cards. So normally this would be a zero-based budget. That's what the Budget Mum and a few other people recommend, but I can't do that because I can't spend every penny that's in the bank, because I don't know when the next penny is going to go into the bank. So I'm just going to roll it over each week or month or whenever we get paid, and just stick to a basic sinking funds and envelope stuffing, not based on what we earn, if that makes sense. Few direct debits for this week. My phone, which was a result, that came out today. Normally it's £18.40 for the airtime. I actually paid £1.68 because airtime rewards went on there. Now that isn't going to be a normal one. I had a few where I hadn't used it for a while. It had been sat in there, and that's for the handset, which I would love to pay off earlier, so that's going to be one of my sinking funds. Down below I've put a referral link which we will both benefit from if you join up for airtime rewards, if you're not already with it, but it's definitely worth it. Road tax came out. British Gas which is the servicing part of my contract for my electric, my plumbing and drainage and central heating, but not the service. Yeah, so only one direct debit left to come out. Right, so down below, I have now set up a few digital savings pots with Monzo and with Hyperjar to try and make it easier for me to work out where money goes to. So one of those, because I find it quite difficult to get to a bank during opening hours, and I begrudge paying to park to go to the bank. So I have set up a digital pot for gas and electric. That's in Hyperjar. So every Friday morning I will transfer over to my digital pot, which I did this morning, £65. Another one of my grocery pots is not one of my digital pots is groceries, and that's Monzo. So I transferred over £70 to Monzo. I forgot to highlight this one. Petrol is also a digital pot, and I have transferred over £25 today to that. I was finding with all of these that I was taking the cash out and then having to pay it back in, because a lot of the things to get offers I had to use a card. So like where I shop, I use a card, so then I get airtime rewards, or I get a lower price with Nectar. So hopefully this way I can keep within a budget still, and not have to keep putting it in the envelope, pay back in the bank. So that's already done. So my first one to stuff, I've already filmed this video twice. I got through it, mucked it up completely because I didn't have enough change sorted out. So I've just had to go through and take it all out and start again. So water is getting out. Oh, my light gone out. So water's getting out. I've already paid April's in at a pay point. So all those ones are now not being used for now. Netflix is another digital pot. And I have also already transferred over £5 to Netflix. Now, I know this may sound like a cackhand way of doing it, and I think I have mentioned it before, but the bill is going to be roughly £200 a year. So I'm going to save for it. I've got it on a virtual card, and then I'm going to use another site to buy a discounted Amazon voucher with my Netflix pot, get between 3 and 4% off the cost of the Amazon card, and then buy a Netflix voucher from Amazon and then top up my account. So my whole bill will be 3% less than if I did it normally by monthly direct debit. So makes sense to me. Right. Is this the right one? Or have I just missed one in the... I think I've missed one in this one. There it is, hiding behind petrol. Right, days out is going to be a big one this week. I am putting, I haven't even sorted my money out. It's no wonder I've got no subscribers. Not as slick as some of the videos I watch. Right. Days out is getting 40. I am looking after my little grandson is coming to sleep over. Even though I look after him all week, he's been off with COVID. He actually caught COVID, which hasn't been pleasant for a 2-year-old. So I definitely wouldn't recommend it. He's been really poorly. But he's coming for a sleepover in a week's time, and I want to go out. There's a few local farms to us, which I think he'll enjoy if the weather's nice. We have one called Bucklebury Farm, which isn't far from me, and there's another little one which I haven't been to yet, which I think he might enjoy. So I'm putting extra money in so that I'm not caught short. So I have 20, 40, 60, 70, 75 in there, and I can put some more in next week, and that will cover a few trips, or just one if my husband comes along too. So that's that one done. Yeah. Right, next one is, I should really organise these to suit, is Amazon. Amazon's getting £1 to go in that. This is to save for next year's Prime. I have Student Prime because my daughter is a student and she set up the account for me. So that's £40 for the year. So Holiday is going to get 5. Car maintenance is one of the ones which I have set up a Hyperjar for, and I've already transferred the money over to that. It seemed pointless being sat in here when I'd be paying by card, so I thought I might as well put it in there. House insurance is getting 5. Like I said, my house insurance is due next March, so, and I'm aiming for £250 on that one. Car insurance is getting 5. That's a December bill, so that's going to be, I need £250 for that one. TV licence is getting 5. Christmas is getting £12.50. Birthdays is getting £12.50. So I've lots of change just floating around on the side of the table, which I've just changed over. I do actually have a birthday, not my birthday, but I will be buying a present this month, at the end of the month, so a few more stuffs before I have to take money out. Breakdown cover is getting 6. I've just done Amazon. Boiler service is getting 5. Done Holiday. pet insurance. Now, pet insurance is getting £11.25. So that's going into the pet insurance, and I will colour in a couple of my tracker ones on there later. So this is my Etsy shop, and I don't actually know how many segments are on there, but I don't actually have a limit of how much I'm going to save, and I've put it down as pet insurance because that's my first thing I would like to save for, because that's going to be about £500 for both my dogs. Public liability, that's a new one for me, and that's getting £16. Now this one is in my husband's name, so it's really difficult to get quotes on public liability because they won't speak to me, and then my husband doesn't tend to deal with things very well with this, so I don't even know how much it's going to cost, or if he's missed the boat with the renewal. But so that one's that done. Pop that to one side. So that's all those ones done. Only the last one to do is my lovely wallet from Budget with Ira. Is £20. That's 5, 10, 15, 20. £20. Going into my retirement fund. Right, well, I haven't been doing very well with all the extra side hustles. I don't seem to be selling anything. I'm not selling anything on Facebook Marketplace or Etsy or anywhere else that I sell. I'm having a real quiet period for some reason at the moment. But fingers crossed it'll pick up, because like I said before, crafting wise, I love my crafting, and all that money that I earn extra from that side hustle goes towards overpaying the mortgage. So that's not really happening much at the moment. And then anything else that I earn extra goes towards paying off the debts. So I do have some money left over. So a fair bit of change to one side. So I will count that up, and I will do a couple of my, well, I should do a couple of my savings challenges. I have cash saving bingo, so I will do that one, and I will do my penny challenge and put money into that. So I will do that off camera. Thank you if you've got to the end of my video. Would love some comments, advice on how to do things differently. Would be fantastic. Just to know that I'm not talking to myself. But if you have liked the video, please thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and maybe share so I can get a few more people. That would be lovely. But thank you for watching. Take care. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. Stay warm. Take care. Bye.